Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Isabella Susilowati. Over the last decades, I have worked with various CEOs in various organizations to help them develop Excel financial models and PowerPoint presentation packs for budget, forecast, and various ad hoc analysis. Having accumulated decades of experience in this field, I almost thought that I'm ready for any request that my CEO would throw at me during this year's budget preparation. Well, most CEOs wanted the same things. Typically, they wanted analysis and calculation to be prepared quickly and accurately, as well as summarized neatly into charts and tables in a one-page summary that is concise and clear. But boy oh boy, I was wrong. This year, I received 2 special requests from my CEO that caught me a bit off guard, something that I couldn't figure out how to do straight away. I had to do a bit of research, Googling, as well as several trial and error until I managed to find a fast and efficient way to fulfill his request. In the end, it is my current CEO who inspired me to develop this week's video. So, what were his requests? Request number 1. This is what he said to me. Isabella, can you please ensure that all of our fonts are in Arial? I said, sure. Yes, he said sure immediately. How hard can it be to set all fonts in PowerPoint presentation pack to Arial? Just select everything and set all fonts to Arial. Should be quick, I said to myself. He then said, please make sure that all tables and charts and chart headings are all set in Arial as well. And I said, okay, no problem. I knew that we had several tables and charts originating from Excel files, which were then put into PowerPoint presentation pack. I thought changing all fonts in Excel would be super simple. Just select everything and click Arial as the font of choice. But boy oh boy, I was wrong. Doing that only changed the fonts of Excel tables and cells. It didn't change the fonts in the charts, x-axis, y-axis, the levels, and the headers. Let me show you. This is my file. It has tables and charts, and they are mostly in Calibri. Yeah? So when I click the cell, I can see that they're in Calibri. And I have many tabs, many charts, and they're all in Calibri. Now, if we want to change it, you can highlight the cells that you want to change into Arial and just select Arial. You can do it one by one or select all the sheets by pressing Shift, the last and the beginning, click the cell in between A and I, click that, and then click the font that you want, which is Arial. And now everything is in Arial, so quite easy to change. Everything except the chart. So if you look at the chart, unfortunately the title, the labels, they're still in Calibri, and the x-axis as well. So yes, I was in trouble. I had 1 million charts. I could not change their fonts one by one. It would take too long. I needed a quick and easy way to do this. So I did lots of research, watched lots of YouTube videos too, and many video recommends that we should change the default font in Excel. But again, this did not change the font of existing charts. Let me show you. To view the current Excel default font, go to File, Options, and you can see in here the default font for our Excel workbook is Calibri. But this default font is only applicable for creating new workbook. So what does it mean? So it means that if we change it to something else, say Arial, and I'm going to hit OK, and then close and restart, same file one more time. And once you have done that, well, your chart is still in Calibri. It didn't fix that problem, but changing the default had one benefit, and that benefit is this. When you're creating a new file, it is now automatically set at Arial. Yeah? So I'm going to just type an example in here. Notice how they are in Arial. So I'm just going to type ABC and then just some numbers. And then I'm going to create a chart. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to create a bar chart, a simple one, just to test what's the font of our chart. Now, notice the font is now back in Calibri. So what does it mean? It means that changing the default font only change the font setting of your Excel spreadsheets, yeah, in the cells and in the tables, but not in the chart. So how do we do that? After a lot of research, I was still in trouble, but I refused to give up. And in the end, found a way to change the fonts of all charts with one click of a button in the most unlikely place. Let me show you. So notice how currently the chart title and label, they're all in Calibri. So to quickly change that into Arial, go to page layout and themes and select fonts, Arial. And notice how everything is now in Arial. Not only in this chart, but in every chart, they are now in Arial. Isn't that amazing? We found the one-click solution in the most unlikely place under page layout, theme, font. So now you know the secret of changing all fonts in Excel charts, including headings, axes, data labels, with one click of a button, which will make my CEO happy and hopefully all other CEOs too. Earlier I mentioned that my CEO had 2 special requests. Can you guess what his second request was? Find out more about it in next week's video. See you next time.